I 27 found out closest men to me, cheaters, and it's ruining relationship with husband 28. Found out growing up, my dad was a serial cheater, and I hated him for it. I got in really toxic relationships because of it, unintentionally, of course. But that all changed when my sister met her husband. He was the first male who I ever genuinely respected and thought was incredible. He encouraged and inspired me to seek out meaningful relationships and to settle down when I was terrified of marriage and wrote it off entirely. A few days ago, my husband told me that he was cheating on my sister and has been cheating their whole relationship and even got another woman pregnant, which supposedly my sister knew of. But she doesn't know that he's currently cheating again. And I've been so fucked up since I found this out. For reference, my sister met my brother when I was 14. So has been my most cherished male figure for over 10 years. This has been a huge heartbreak for me. For some reason, it's completely fucking up my marriage. It has given me even worse trust issues, and now I panic 24/7 thinking that all the men I've looked up to have cheated, and it's only a matter of time before my husband does. I can tell that it is wrecking my relationship, and I genuinely don't know how to stop it. I'm at my husband's as 24/7 now, and although I genuinely know he would never cheat on me, I have to talk myself down every hour of every day lately. I'm seeing a therapist, and have for years because I'm aware of my childhood trauma and how it wreaks havoc on my life. But when I'm not in the therapy session, I'm panicking. Lol, I know I can't be in therapy 24/7. I just don't know why I'm so anxious and paranoid all the time. Does anyone have any advice for me? I really don't want to punish my husband for other men's mistakes, but I feel like that is what I'm doing. I honestly thought about jumping ship and running away to split up with my husband before he could do something wrong. I have no idea what is wrong with me, but this new information is really wreaking havoc on everything. Too long, don't read. Found out all the men in my life who I've looked up to have cheated, and it's making me paranoid about my current relationship. Your story sounds pretty anxious. I'm glad you're getting therapy to deal with your trust issue. Have you tried making a plan for intrusive/negative thoughts? I tried the following. I tried to bust myself on irrational, negative thoughts, and next I tried to reframe it thinking logically, not emotionally. In the beginning, it doesn't work at all. You don't believe your logical thoughts, but eventually you can change your way of thinking. Also, I presume your husband knows about these trust issues. Can he come to your therapy sessions a couple of times so you two can think how both of you can help each other in this? It can be incredibly helpful to discuss these things as a couple. Lastly, I'd like to mention that your husband telling you about this speaks for his honesty. Also, possibly your sister experienced some of the same issues when finding partners as you did, but you didn't notice it. But not everyone cheats. I've never cheated on anyone. Have you, whenever you're panicking? Can you do some calm breathing exercises first? I'm sending hugs. This is really rough. I think a lot of people have this problem with suspicion in the back of their mind for their part. It's true, there will always be cheaters out there. It's a great step that you understand it isn't fair to punish your husband for the deeds of others, and that you're in therapy. Hell, I've been cheated on and it feels awful. But I also try my best not to bring the baggage into future relationships. The way I see it's that it's best for everyone in the relationship if you actively choose to put all your trust in your partner. Let's say on the off chance that they may be cheating on you. Even then, at least you enjoyed the relationship before that, and you can know when to leave. If someone wants to cheat, they will, and there's really nothing you can do to stop it. It's so the paranoia doesn't serve you one bit. I think it's better to see them as innocent until proven guilty within reason. Right now, it's most likely that your partner is loyal to you. Yet you are making yourself miserable with worry. Resolve. Work at this within yourself and figure out what you really want. If you want to stay with him, you have to find a way to trust him. If one day he's disloyal, you can just leave him as soon as you find out. But that day will probably never come. There are a myriad of reasons a relationship could possibly, but we can't constantly predict the ending before even trying. or there's no way anything will work out. Assume things are good for now. Work on being the best individual and the best partner you can be. That is all you can do. 2 things from my experience that may help. I had really bad relationships with men and could not consider getting into one anymore. My therapist questioned and questioned me until we found guys in my peer group that could be the type of person I date and that are good people. One of them is one of my best friends. Others are part of an extended friends group. Whenever I want to consider a male partner, and I'm afraid he'll hurt or disappoint me, I'll tell myself, but maybe he's a Sam/1/Grey. Don't know if you have another or other men you trust. If so, try to put your husband in the same basket as them on anxious thought spirals. I'm a scenario book. I'll envision everything I think, and if I'm anxious or worried, it can get really bad really fast. My therapist suggested I go through the terrible scenario I'm afraid of and then tell myself the opposite amazing one. I'm not sure it will work, but maybe you can try or discuss these.